early, knowing that you had HIV, and told everybody that it was bronchitis. Okay? I was in jail. Natalie didn't say, hey, Orlando, you want to do this show? It's some guys with HIV on it.
In Atlanta, just in 2025 alone, this is August, it's been a reported 19,500 new cases.
Like, are there any men in Atlanta that's straight? Because from all, it's like 1,000 story times of niggas being down low, finding out they gay.
Ever since Atlanta started putting tight britches on and tattoos on the front of their thighs and things like Lil Baby them, and wearing them crop top shirts, and ever since the jeans got tight, Atlanta been going downhill rapidly.
You catch wind of what's going down in Atlanta right now? The danger's real for everyone. Orlando Brown just came forward with explosive claims about the city's STD crisis that's spiraling out of control, and the truth behind it might shock you. The HIV statistics in Atlanta are absolutely staggering. Black residents represent just 1/3 of Atlanta's population but account for 72% of all cases. The math isn't mathing. Orlando's calling out specific names, revealing who's been concealing what, and dropping wild revelations about what really happens in the rap game.
If you are a single woman in Atlanta dating, you need to follow this page called Don't Date Him Atlanta. Most of them, if not all of them, have some type of STD, STI. This particular story about this guy, he's a cross-dresser.
The latest 2024 data shows Metro Atlanta has 40,931 confirmed residents living with HIV. Black communities bear the heaviest burden, making up only 33% of the city's population, while representing a staggering 72% of infections. Georgia ranks in the nation's top 5 for new HIV diagnoses, and the state's witnessed a 20% spike across all STD categories over the past 5 years. These statistics tell an undeniable story, and the streets confirm what the numbers reveal. When you're looking at figures this extreme, you've got to wonder if this is simply a healthcare access problem or if there's something darker happening behind the scenes. That's exactly where the down-low conversation enters the picture. Atlanta's carried the reputation as the DL capital for years now, and whether that label's justified or not, it didn't appear out of thin air. The city exists at the intersection of Southern conservative values, Black cultural identity, and a hip-hop industry that's always struggled with addressing queerness authentically. Atlanta projects an image that's bold, fashionable, and confident on the outside, but beneath that surface, countless men are maintaining double lives, projecting a tough persona publicly while engaging in secret relationships. The situation's absolutely wild out here. There have even been horrific incidents where DL men in Atlanta have murdered their partners after their secrets were revealed.
Name of Marcus Loftton and his wife, Alicia Loftton, who unfortunately lost her life, broke in or forced his way in, and he saw where she was trying to escape through the window. Once he saw she was trying to escape through the window, he proceeded to empty the glizzy, proceeded to empty the clip, and she was found outside of the home where obviously neighbors heard the gunfire and things like that and called the police. And he was seen fleeing, or a vehicle was seen fleeing the location. I believe it was a maroon SUV or burgundy SUV seen, and he was shortly apprehended after that. Now, the strange thing about this, as I said, there were allegations that he was on the DL, he was dealing with a certain person. There's a video floating around, which I'll go ahead and play it right here for you guys to see.
I feel the music, my mind.
Atlanta simultaneously hosts a massive, vibrant queer community, particularly among Black queer artists and creatives. While one segment of the city openly embraces diverse identities, another segment continues operating in secrecy, desperately maintaining false appearances. Some people take their theories even further, claiming the entertainment machine deliberately uses humiliation strategies and blackmail to manipulate artists and maintain control over their careers. The second an artist rebels or refuses to conform to the expected image, Atlanta's problematic reputation becomes a tool for destroying them. This conversation naturally leads us to Orlando Brown. There's footage of Orlando making waves online where he confronted multiple rappers, challenging them about hiding their true identities. He specifically mentioned several Atlanta rappers, including Young Thug and Lil Baby, alleging they had intimate involvement with each other.
You like a gay rapper.
Shit, he might be one nowadays.
Everybody's a gay rapper except for these niggas, except for you and me, Demosh. I know Young Thug's gay.
Hey.
I know Young Thug sucks on babies, old crusty dick. It's nasty.
Listen, people love dismissing Orlando as unstable, but honestly, sometimes the ones everyone calls crazy are actually speaking truth that others are too scared to acknowledge. When you line up Orlando's statements against fresh evidence that recently surfaced regarding Young Thug and Lil Baby, it forces you to question what else he might have been accurate about. Here's what happened. Thug recently appeared on a podcast called Perspectives with Bang, discussing the Gunna controversy and the snitch accusations surrounding him. Completely unexpectedly, Thug drew a comparison between Gunna's actions and being gay, which came across incredibly strange. People are now saying Thug's reaction seemed excessively defensive.
And I don't got nothing against people. It's people that work for me. But when I look at you a certain way, if I look at you, if I meet you and you, it's like, okay. If I meet you and you portraying that you a man and you not, I don't got nothing against people. Yeah,
you know what I mean? If you position three individuals in a particular situation,
you deceiving. Right. Yeah. I can't look at you the same. Yeah. I ain't mad at you for being, so what? Everybody, whoever, so what, nigga? Mm-hmm. I don't got no problem with people. People work for me right now. Yeah. I'm damn near around people every day because they work for me. Mm-hmm. I don't got no problem with them. I don't hate that I even brought this shit. I don't want you to take it out, but I hate I even brought it up because I don't even want
The LGBTQ community needs to hear this clearly. I absolutely don't want them thinking I'm opposed to who they are. I'm extremely supportive of them. People definitely noticed when Thug emphasized being overly supportive of the gay community. Naturally, the internet isn't about to let that comment slide without discussion. Then people started resurfacing old evidence, like those archived photos of Thug wearing skirts and makeup. There's a widespread theory suggesting the industry deliberately pushes artists toward experimenting with their presentation and identity, specifically to maintain control over them, keep them compliant, or gather compromising material for blackmail purposes. That leads into this entire humiliation concept. People claim that's when the industry intentionally releases or manipulates personal information, just enough to destabilize you and damage your public image. Now combine all of that with the DL discussions, especially in a city like Atlanta. According to Orlando Brown's perspective, Young Thug represents just another case study in how this industry machinery really operates when nobody's watching.
Yourself and your image, they know you a man of God supposedly, right? Right? But if you a true man of God, you would have told that man he looked like a homosexual walking. You made that shit okay. And that's what they trying to do. Use us to promote their agenda. That shit is not okay, and I'm not a man of God if I don't tell you, you pussy ass nigga, that you let that shit fly.
Regarding Lil Baby, speculation about him intensified after footage emerged of him at that infamous white party getting embraced by billionaire Michael Rubin. People claim ever since that encounter, Baby's entire demeanor has shifted noticeably. Just months ago, this shocking video went viral, showing Baby performing on stage dressed in denim shorts, a tank top, and a pink belt. What made it stranger was how he kept pulling his shorts upward to deliberately display his fresh thigh tattoos.
I done lost everything, I never lost myself.
We just gonna let this do this. We finna let Lil Baby come out here in his booty coochie shorts and just pop out with his hand in his motherfucking slit and just, yeah, that's just what we doing.
Young Thug and Lil Baby aren't the only ones facing scrutiny. Additional Atlanta rappers, including Playboi Carti, Soulja Boy, Ludacris, and Lil Scrappy, have all dealt with DL or bisexual speculation surrounding them at various points. Internet discussions now suggest this pattern isn't anything recent. This represents something that's been embedded in the industry for decades. The timeline stretches all the way back to the Criss Cross days. One fan commented, "It's common knowledge that numerous rappers have been intimate with each other and participating in bizarre ritualistic activities for years." DMX understood this reality, as did Prodigy, before they were permanently silenced. Concerning Atlanta's STD epidemic, residents claim the actual situation is significantly worse than news outlets are reporting. Dating in Atlanta has literally become a potentially fatal gamble. Meanwhile, there's also heated debate about an apparent increase in DL men at social events, growing LGBTQ influence at Morehouse College, and the climbing STD statistics throughout Atlanta.
So what is Morehouse telling you? They are openly affirming that they're going to teach your young black boy that the LGBTQ lifestyle is right, appropriate, should be celebrated. Because I can tell you, I believe that OC and his boys that night when they left King Chapel, them suckers partied like it was 1999. They throw down. Might hear some of your little sons with them throwing down with them. They weren't throwing down with girls, that's for sure. Oh man, that's depressing. And you gonna send your child to Morehouse College after knowing that's going on. Just put a dress on it. Put it in some high heel. Put some rouge on it. Put your boy some booty shorts. Think about to twerk. He can leave Morehouse and go to OC Church so he can be truly baptized in the LGBTQ experience. You know how to do that little praise dance where they all wiggling and jiggling all over the church. Put a stripper pole in the church. Put a stripper pole in King's Chapel. Put some liquor in there. Why don't you bring somebody in there named Shantae? Name the child after some liquor. Name him Brandy. Man, I'm telling you, man, it's just gotten ridiculous. Already in Atlanta, I don't have the numbers in front of me, but these people are lamenting how HIV and syphilis and chlamydia and all of these STDs are going sky high. I remember when they used to proudly call Atlanta ATL, short for Atlanta. Now they call Atlanta ATL. Did you hear me? ATL.
What makes DL culture particularly entrenched in Atlanta compared to other cities? Multiple explanations exist. First, there's the historical legacy of Southern respectability expectations. Throughout the South, particularly within Black church communities and traditional families, openly expressing queerness could result in family rejection, job termination, or physical violence. Men developed survival strategies through concealment. They enter marriages with women, father children, participate in church leadership, then secretly meet men at gas stations after midnight. Atlanta became the ideal location for this dual existence because the city's large enough to maintain anonymity, yet intimate enough that social networks overlap constantly. Then you factor in the hip-hop element. Hip-hop, despite certain progressive developments, still hasn't genuinely embraced queerness within its culture. These artists exist in transparent closets. The industry executives know the truth, the streets understand the reality, but as long as nobody speaks it publicly, everyone protects their financial interests. Atlanta's status as the DL capital isn't simply about closeted individuals. It's specifically about closeted men wielding significant power, wealth, and enormous stakes in maintaining their facades. Where does this analysis leave us? The devastating STD statistics, the persistent DL speculation, Orlando Brown's accusations, Atlanta rappers displaying suspicious behavior, and most critically, those HIV infection rates. Everything connects to the identical narrative. This story centers on a city where too many men are maintaining dual existences, supported by an industry that financially benefits from enforcing that separation. Share your perspective on this entire situation. With infection numbers this catastrophic and Atlanta maintaining its DL capital reputation, what's the real underlying cause? Why isn't this connection receiving more widespread attention? Additionally, do you believe Orlando's revelations about these rappers allegedly living double lives hold validity? Leave your thoughts in the comments and don't miss the next video.